Trouttville, Virginia, home of the 2024 Mountain East Conference Softball Championship. Welcome inside the Botetourt Sports Complex on this rainy championship Saturday. My name is Jack Wither. Thanks for joining us right here on the Mountain East Digital Network. I'm joined by my partner in Colin Kirkwood. And Colin, a matchup today that we have seen before a year ago. These two teams and the University of Charleston and Davis and Elkins battled it out for the championship, but kind of a role reversal of sorts this year. This time, or let's take a look at last year, Charleston was defeated by Davis and Elkins in the tournament, had to battle back through the elimination bracket to win the championship. This year, Charleston unscathed all the way through until today.
Including a matchup with Davis and Elkins. Earlier, that was back on Thursday, 6-0, so really just flipping it around. But a good matchup last year, and very excited to do it again as we try to fight off the rain here this afternoon.
Exactly, and we take a look at these two teams. A couple of key players. First, for Charleston, the Mountain East Conference Player of the Year, Hannah Rose, the shortstop, comes in today batting .487. She can do just about anything out there.
What a tool to have at the top of your lineup, being able to set things up offensively. And just looking through this lineup, there's plenty of solid averages up and down for the Golden Eagles. But still, having somebody who can get on base like that, it sets you up for success.
Exactly. On the other side, you've got senior out of Virginia Beach, Sharon Morales. Morales comes in batting .327. She was an all-MEC first-team selection. They'll look to her for leadership today.
And one thing I've noticed throughout the entirety of this weekend and what comes to her play is the fact that once she gets on base, she is a threat on the base path, coming in with 59 stolen bases so far. Had over 3 in one game earlier this week, so heads up if she gets on first.
So folks are fouling in here, a rainy Saturday. Quite the contrast of the weather that we have had all week. It's been beautiful here. Not really rainy, but enough mist just to kind of bring out the umbrellas as we take a look at some starting lineups here today. First for the visiting team from Davis and Elkins, they'll go with Sharon Morales. She'll lead off. She'll play center field. Lindsay Allard will play first base, batting second. The third batter in the lineup will be Lily Saucedo. She'll be the shortstop. Cleanup is the DP in Ashlyn Zapak. Jules Gutierrez will play third base and bat fifth. Batting sixth will be the left fielder in Alyssa Haynes. Allison Cuellar will bat seventh. She'll play second base. And doing the catching and batting eighth will be Gwenny Wesley. And Trinity Cosette will play right field. She'll be in that number 9 spot, as that is the starting batting order for the Davis and Elkins. And again, they come in at 31 and 25 overall. And they are led by fourth-year head coach Ellie Fracker. For Charleston, take a look at their batting order. Hannah Rose, we talked about her, the senior, batting .487 coming into today. She'll play shortstop and lead off for the Golden Eagles. Bella Andahar will be the DP. She'll bat second. Batting third will be Alyssa Lake. She'll play first base. The second baseman, Lindsay Ferris, will be in the cleanup spot. Bianca Palestino will play right field and bat fifth. The center fielder, Allie Rubel, will bat sixth. Batting seventh for Charleston will be the catcher, Hannah Meyer. Reagan West will get the start out in left field today. She'll bat eighth, and batting ninth will be the third baseman in Brittany Ogg. Charleston comes in with a batting average of .351. That's tops in the conference, and a record of 44-4, and led by third-year head coach Michelle Frew. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the start of this championship contest. It's Davis and Elkins and Charleston coming up next here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, And your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
What are you working for? Do you want to pursue your athletic potential while earning a degree that will benefit you for a lifetime? Do you want to play at the highest level in your sport? Do you want to be a champion? That's what the proud members of the Mountain East Conference are advancing toward every day. Providing opportunities and pursuing excellence. The Mountain East Conference.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Chevrolet in Hurricane.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you please stand and remove your caps as we honor America and those who serve to defend it with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Welcome back inside the Botetourt Sports Complex here in Troutville, Virginia, as we get set for the 2024 Mountain East Conference Softball Championship game. It's Charleston and Davis and Elkins. Jack Whitler alongside my partner today, and Colin Kirkwood. And Colin, we should have a good one here. I believe this is the sixth time these two teams have met, so they should know each other.
Yeah, they've seen a lot of each other, including this week as well, as we mentioned earlier, meeting back on Thursday in a 6-0 win for Charleston. But a lot of meetings in the books here between two from the South.
Exactly. Take a look at the defense there for Charleston, West, Rubel, and Palestina out in the outfield. On the infield, is Og, Rose, Ferris, and Lake from left to right. And the battery for Charleston, Hannah Meyer doing the catching. And the starting pitcher is their ace in Bree McCown. Comes in with a 29-3 record for the Nitro West Virginia native. 180 innings pitched, 45 runs, 40 earned runs, 27 walks, and 243 strikeouts. Opposing hitters are batting 187 against McCown. She's got a 1.56 ERA.
That was after 7 innings of work against Notre Dame College yesterday. 8 hits in that one, but keeping the run total low. That's all you could really ask for. 136 pitches thrown in that one. We've seen some high pitch counts so far this year.
Yep. Charleston in the white tops, the black bottoms. Davis and Elkins in the red tops and the black pants. As we are almost set to go. The umpires today. Behind home plate is James Wilmer. Out at first base, Tim Merrifield and Bob Gaylor down at third base. And, of course, Charleston unscathed in the tournament so far. So Davis and Elkins, if they want to win the championship, they've got to win 2 here this afternoon. And leading off for the Senators will be the first team All-MEC selection in Sharon Morales. She's batting .327 coming into today's action. Morales, a senior from Virginia Beach, 55 hits on the season, and the first pitch swinging. She drives that one out into the right field gap, but going back and making the play is Palestina.
For the past couple of days, we've seen numerous outfielders struggling with perhaps losing the ball in the sun, but I don't think that's going to be a problem here today at all in the slightest. Had a good beat on that one and right.
No sun out today, plenty of clouds. The wind is still here, which is always a constant here at the Botetourt Sports Complex. So with one out, that will bring up the first baseman in Lindsay Allard. Allard leads this team in batting average, .360 on the season, as the delivery into the plate, a strike from McCown. Again, you could probably hear the wind on our crowd mic. As the 0-1 delivery from McCown. And she pulled the string on that one. 0-2 now on Allard.
Bit of a power threat as well. Had a big-time home run back against Glenville State a few days ago in that 9-6 slugfest. Pay attention. It can really jump off her bat.
52 runs batted in on the season for Allard. 9 home runs. As McCown rocks and delivers, and that one misses upstairs for ball 1.
Good mix here of patience as well as power. Oftentimes when it comes to that, you'll see one or the other, but a good blend of both.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Allard. And that one just misses off the plate. Evens up the count at 2-2. Allard, a junior out of San Jose, California. 2-2 pitch swung on, and that one chopped foul down the third base line. We'll redo it again with the 2-2 account here on Lindsay Allard. Charleston defeated West Liberty in the opening game of the tournament, 9-0, and then they defeated this Davis and Elkins team like we talked about. And then yesterday got by Notre Dame College to work their way into the championship game once again, trying to repeat from last year.
You had mentioned how many times that they have met to this point in time. It's been rather difficult for Davis and Elkins. Back on April 21st, 2 matchups there, of course, and that was 8-0 in 5 and 10-0 in 5 wins for Charleston.
The 2-2 delivery, and that one looped out into left field, but ranging out along the foul line and making the catch is the shortstop, Hannah Rose, 2 down.
It's been tough for Davis and Elkins to crack in here offensively. In that entirety of all those matchups, only 1 run scored, and this is the 5th time they've met.
So Lily Saucedo will step in with 2 outs, the shortstop. Batting .357 coming in today with 65 hits, including 13 doubles. As she swings at the first one, lifts it foul over the first base side. Rain continues to come down here. Beautiful facility here in Troutville, Virginia, just outside of Roanoke, Virginia. The 0-1 delivery, and that one shot down the first base side into right field to throw in from Palestina, not in time. And the first base hit of the game for Davis and Elkins belongs to Lily Salcedo, a 2-out single.
Tough place there for Lake, looking to get to that one. Was playing a bit closer to the bag over there at first and just got caught in a tough spot trying to rotate that glove.
The DP and Ashlyn Zapak will step in with 2 outs and 1 runner on. Zapak batting .295 on the season. As McCown sets and delivers, she swings at the first one and lifts it foul. Zapak with 34 runs batted in on the season. She's got 8 home runs to her credit. As McCown rocks and deals, comes up and inside on that pitch. 1-1 to count. Two down here in the top half of the first inning. A runner aboard in Saucedo with a 2-out single to right field. And the 1-1 delivery swung on, and that one lifted foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
Zapak, a really interesting hitter when you dig into some of the stats here, hitting pretty well against both-handedness, over 300 on both sides. That's not really something you see. You'll see a lot of one-sided splits. Really making a count out there, over 300 on both sides.
The 1-2 pitch, and that one off the plate evens up the count at 2-2. Two pitch, and that one misses high and outside. Full count now on Zapak. We saw Notre Dame College load the bases up a couple times in the early innings against McCown yesterday. As that one's fouled straight back into the screen, but McCown able to battle through it and get out of the innings. Full count. 2 down here in the top of the first. McCown gets her signs and delivers. Swung on and again wasted back into the screen.
This is a great effort so far here early from these Senator hitters, really working deep into some counts.
Out walk for Zapak. Will bring to the plate the third baseman and Jules Gutierrez. An opportunity here for the Senators in the top half of the first inning with a runner or 2 runners aboard, one in scoring position out at second base. As McCown sets and delivers, that one in there for a strike. Gutierrez batting .321 on the season. 26 runs batted in. She's got 7 home runs. As that pitch misses upstairs, 1-1 to count on Gutierrez. One pitch and a late swing, as it might have looked like McCown took a little off with that one.
Not the easiest one to decide when to get a hold of there. Hung up for a while.
McCown ahead of the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Gutierrez with 2 down. Two your count with 2 outs. Runner in Zapak at first base. Saucedo out at second base. The pitch and a swing and a miss. And McCown is pumped up inside the circle as Davis and Elkins gets 2 aboard, but they're stranded. We head to the bottom of the first inning. When we come back, it'll be Charleston's turn at the plate right here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you.
Talent. More than the perfect pass. More than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Welcome back inside the Botetourt Sports Complex here in Troutville, Virginia, as we head to the bottom of the first inning. We'll take a look at the defense for the Senators. It'll be Haynes Morales, and co-setter will be Vanessa Hunt, the sophomore out of Phoenix, Arizona. Gets the start here, the right-hander. On a 3.20 ERA on the season, 10-8 and 27 appearances, 124 and 2/3 innings pitched, and she'll face off against the Mountain East Conference Player of the Year.
Play until later. She kicked in against West Liberty back on the second. That was 5 innings of work there against the Hilltoppers in that win.
2-0 the count on Rose. Rose again batting .487 coming into today, 74 hits, including 14 doubles. And that pitch just misses off the plate, 3-0 now. We talk about how good she is at the plate when she gets on the bases. 34 stolen bases out of 36 attempts on this season as the 3-0 pitch. And that one misses off the plate, so a 4-pitch walk to Hannah Rose.
Might be predicting the future a bit here.
Home runs with 16 and runs batted in with 54 on the season. And it looks at the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. So Hunt right now struggling to find the strike zone. Andahar hails from Eustis, Florida. The 1-0 delivery. And that one finds the strike zone. 1-1 to count. Hunt sets and delivers, and that one shot up into the netting. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bella Andahar. Again, Charleston coming in today, a team batting average of .351. It was a 1-2 delivery. She lays off of that one outside. The ball gets away from Wesley, and that allows Hannah Rose to move up to second base.
That's great work at the plate. Sometimes when you put yourself in counts like this, you get so programmed to continue to swing and try to fight off pitch after pitch. And being able to lay off like that and get a good opportunity pays off there. Runner up to second.
Swung on, and that one ripped into left field. And Rose will hold up at third base, and now Charleston, as Andahar dancing around over there, finally goes back to the bag, and now time is called. But Charleston knocking at the door here in the bottom half of the first inning with runners at the corners and no outs for Alyssa Lake. Lake comes in today batting .393, 57 hits, 9 doubles, a triple, and 14 home runs. She's driven in 47 runs on the season. And here's an opportunity here for Charleston as Hunt sets, delivers, and that one misses down and inside for ball 1.
Might be a bit jumpy out there in the circle here after that, just having to calm it down a bit. Could be a big spot here early if it gets away from them.
Hunt sets, delivers, swung on, and that will find its way into left field. And the first run of the ball game as Charleston goes up 1-0 on an RBI single to left field from Alyssa Lake.
One of the big-time RBI producers for Charleston. That's 48 now after that one sneaking through the left side of the infield.
The old classic, get them on, get them over, get them in for Charleston. And now the cleanup hitter. And Lindsey Ferris will step in as she looks at that one high in a zone for ball 1. 1-0 delivery. That one shot down the right field line, but it goes foul. Ferris comes into today's ball game, 286 hitter on the season with 40 hits. She's got 2 home runs, 8 doubles, and 27 runs batted in. A Hurricane, West Virginia native. Hunt sets, delivers the 1-1, and that one catches the outer part of the plate for strike 2. Of course, Ferris had to set out and watch her team win the championship last year as she was injured early in the season. The 1-2 pitch, and that one is called strike 3. So the first out of the inning.
Strike hitting is never an easy thing to accomplish. Sometimes you can get lucky and they'll drift off just a bit more to the outside, or you get rung up looking. Kind of a coin flip.
Bianca Palestina will step in now for the Golden Eagles as she looks at the first pitch from Vanessa Hunt outside for ball 1. And a hard second base, Lake at first. The 1-0 pitch. And that one down and away, 2-0. Palestina batting .294 on the season with 17 runs batted in. 2-0 delivery. And that one down late. And one out here in the bottom half of the first inning, 1-0 Charleston. The 3-0 pitch, and that went off the plate for a 4-pitch walk, and now the base is loaded for the Golden Eagles. That'll bring up center fielder Allie Rubel. Rubel batting .436. That's second best behind Hannah Rose. As she looks at the first, in there for a strike from Hunt.
Not sure on total volume, but also hitting 1,000 with the bases loaded. Could bode well, perhaps.
A 1 pitch in there for a strike on the inside. No balls and 2 strikes on Rubel. She's driven in 32 runs on the season. Opportunity to add on to that total. The 0-2 delivery and swung on. Grounded to first. They'll come home with it. They get 1, and the relay back to first base is not in time. But they cut down the lead runner.
Not moving super quickly out of the box there. Lucky enough to beat that out to first, but still the smart play over there on the right side of the infield to chuck that home.
So 2 down now for Charleston, and that'll bring up their catcher in Hannah Meyer. Meyer batting .306 coming into today as she looks at the first one outside for ball 1 from Hunt. Nine doubles, a triple, 3 home runs, 34 runs batted in for Meyer. That one right down the middle of the plate for strike 1. And the wind whipping around here. You take a look at the flag straight away in center field. Kind of blowing into our faces here in the backstop as that one in there on the inside that time for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Meyer. Hunt rocks and delivers, and that one misses outside, 2-2.
Not a bad idea there, looking to get a chase perhaps on the other side. Pitches to play with.
Vanessa Hunt trying to work out an early jam here, minimize the runs as that one is fouled down the first base line. Count remains at 2-2 with 2 outs and the bases loaded. And a swing and a miss. And Hunt works out of the jam She limits Charleston to just one run here in the bottom of the first inning. Charleston strands 3. We head to the top of the second, 1-0. Golden Eagles here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to only $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to You're Approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Ford in Huntington.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
1-0 Charleston leading Davis and Elkins as we head to the top of the second. Jack Withler alongside Colin Kirkwood here in Troutville, Virginia. As stepping to the plate for Davis and Elkins.
Just able to follow that one up in an easy play once you get a hold of it. A couple of steps over to first.
So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the second for Bree McCown. And Allison Cuellar will step in, the second baseman. And she swings at the first pitch as well and lifts it back over top the backstop and out of play. Cuellar batting 187 coming into today with 17 hits, 8 runs batted in. The 0-1 delivery, and that went upstairs for ball 1. One out here, top of the second inning, 1-0 Charleston leading Davis and Elkins. The 1-1 pitch, and that went outside for 2-1. The raindrops have subsided just a bit here. As a 2-1 delivery from McCown. That one ripped down the left field line and goes foul just barely. Take a look at the replay here. And now timeout as the training staff comes out and applying tape to McCown's right wrist.
That one sizzling off the bat.
2-2 the count. 2-2 on Cuellar. Two pitch, and the changeup just misses off the plate. Charleston fans wanting the call.
Pretty big contingent over here down this left field line. Looked rather routine, but was not sure the way that ball came out of the glove. Almost looked like it might pop out and be hard to get a hold of afterwards. Able to stick with it.
So with 2 outs here in the top half of the second, the catcher for the Senators, Gwenny Wesley, will step in. Wesley batting 150 on the season, and the first pitch pops it up in shallow right field. Palestina coming in, and she'll make the grab. A 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the second for Bree McCown. We head to the bottom. Due up, West, Ogg, and Rose when we come back here on the Mountain East Digital Network. Bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Charleston. Starting pitcher for Davis and Elkins. Vanessa Hunt back out inside the circle, and leading off for the Golden Eagles will be left fielder Reagan West.
Had a couple of Charleston fans there in the stands, and they know the bottom line here is the fact that Charleston's fighting for another championship.
As Hunt rocks and delivers the first pitch, that one grounded foul down the third base line. West batting .313 coming into today with 20 hits, 3 doubles, 1 home run, and 11 runs batted in. The 0-1 pitch from Hunt. Again swung on, and that one finds a hole over on the left side of the infield for a leadoff single for Reagan West.
They found that gap on the left side of the infield a couple of times here so far, and it's really not a lot of room to place that. Just able to shoot that through.
So the leadoff hitter aboard in West will bring up the number 9 hole, and Brittany Ogg, the third baseman. Ogg batting .253 on the season. Showspot pulls it back outside for ball 1. 23 hits on the season for Ogg, 4 doubles, 1 home run, and 16 runs batted in. See if she lays down the sac bunt here, and again shows but pulls back. 2-0 the count. There's the bunt right back to the pitcher, and she'll get the job done as she moves West over to second base.
Necessarily a bad call here. Playing that way as Davis and Elkins really part of a tightrope affair offensively yesterday against Notre Dame College. Only 2-0 at that point. They've had a couple of close ones on their line score. 5-4 in their opening win as well.
That one popped up and out of play by Hannah Rose, the leadoff hitter. Rose walked in the bottom of the first, came around and scored the only run so far in the ball game. The 0-1 pitch, and that one misses outside. 1-1 to count. Hunt delivers, and that one fouled back off the end of the bat of Rose. So Hunt ahead of the count here, 1 ball and 2 strikes. To the Mountain East Conference Player of the Year. Matter of fact, she's the 3-time Player of the Year. Out of New Haven, West Virginia. The 1-2 pitch, and that one well off the plate, 2-2. Two pitch. That went off the plate as well, but Rose trying to poke it down the left field line. It fouls back into the screen.
She was just able to move that bat over a little bit more. I think that would have been right down the line.
Again, the 2-2 pitch from Hunt. And again, popped up and into the screen. What a career she has had here at Charleston, a complete player, both in the field and at the plate. As again, the 2-2 delivery. And she pokes that one away. That's almost a pitch there that she didn't like, so she's just going to foul it away.
Just keeping the battle going here. Plenty of times, if you keep forcing pitch after pitch like this, chances are you'll get a mistake pitch and you can capitalize.
Pitch number 8 here in the at-bat coming up.
Really can't be perfect forever.
Not wanting to give in. The 2-2 pitch, that one on the inside and rolls right into Allard as she'll step on the bag for out number 2. And West will move over to third base. And that'll bring up Bella Andahart. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Charleston leading 1-0. As Hunt rocks and delivers. The pitch misses outside for ball 1 on Andahart. She singled to left field her first time at the plate today. The 1-0 delivery shows bunt and then pulls it back, but in there for a strike.
Just looking to keep that infield on their toes as they all had to shuffle in. You can see third base shaded in just a bit.
The 1-1 pitch misses outside, 2-1. Andahart again, the leader in home runs on this Golden Eagles ball club. 16 home runs on the season. The 2-1. And that one popped up on the infield over on the right side. Allard has a beat on it and makes the catch. Charleston will get a runner aboard, but stranded. We head to the top of the third. Still 1-0 Golden Eagles.
The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
The people here are fantastic.
My classmates rock.
I haven't met anybody that I don't like here. It is definitely a very diverse university.
My roommates from Sweden, Germany,
Caribbean, so many places.
The academics has been stellar as well.
The professors are very nice here.
Every single person within the classroom feels appreciated. The campus is absolutely beautiful.
Everything's a close, easy walk.
I will recommend this place to everyone.
I feel so at home here.
Top of the third inning, Charleston leading 1-0. Trinity Cossette, the right fielder, will lead off for the Senators. Bree McCown back out in the circle, and that one popped up into the backstop. It'll get out of play. Cossette coming in today, batting .216 on the season with 32 hits. The 0-1 delivery from McCown. That one misses high and outside, evens up the count at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch swung on, and that one lifted in shallow left field. Just into the grass is the shortstop, Hannah Rose, 1 down.
We've seen that lip of the infield actually give fielders some trouble throughout the entirety of the weekend. It's a bit of a high jump, if I'm not mistaken, from what I've heard. Really have to be aware of your feet going after that.
Top of the order back up for Davis and Elkins and Sharon Morales, the center fielder. Flew out to right field her first time at the plate. As McCown swung on, and that one shot foul down the left field line. It gets out of play.
Just have to straighten that out a little bit. That'll be exactly what they're looking for.
McCown rocks and deals. And that went off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike on Morales. Here in the top of the third, 1 out. Corners of the infield, sneaking in. The 2-1 pitch and a swing and a miss. Nice pitch that time by McCown. Two the count on Morales. That one misses upstairs, full count.
We'd mentioned this earlier. This is not somebody.
Down now.
Smart time to go to the challenge there and really force her to go after that one.
That'll bring up first baseman Lindsey Allard. You watch that last pitch. Allard popped up to the left side of the infield. Her first time at the plate today. No balls and 1 strike. 2 down here in the top of the third. This is outside, 1-1 account.
If McCown can continue to find a way to stifle the top half here of this Davis and Elkins lineup, they've been part of their success throughout this entire tournament run. Really put some of that pressure on the bottom half. Haven't seen a lot of them step up yet so far.
Two balls and 1 strike on Allard. McCown rocks and deals, and that one chopped foul down the third base line. 2-2 the count with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Ground ball. That one shot foul down the third base line. Count remains 2-2. McCown trying to set down the Senators in order for the second inning in a row. She rocks back and deals. And a check swing. They'll peel down to first. And first base umpire and Tim Merrifield says she did not go around. So full count. Payoff pitch. Fly ball right field as Palestina comes over and makes the catch. And again, in order, the Senators go down here in the top of the third. When we come back, it'll be Lake Ferris and Palestina up for the Golden Eagles. They lead by 1 here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
Launch your healthcare career at West Liberty University. We offer health science degrees in programs like nursing, dental hygiene, speech pathology and audiology, medical lab science, pre-medicine, psychology, biomedical science, or the physician assistant program. Our faculty have the experience to prepare you for a rewarding future. There's never been a better time to prepare for a healthcare career, and there's no better place than West Liberty University. Find out more at westliberty.edu/healthcareers.
1-0 Charleston leading Davis and Elkins here in the bottom half of the third inning. Starting pitcher for the Senators, Vanessa Hunt, back out inside the circle. And first baseman Alyssa Lake will lead things off for the Golden Eagles. Lake singled into left field her first time at the plate. Drove in the only run of the ball game so far as she looked at that one off the plate for ball 1. Allen Park, Michigan native. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, ground ball, and a same result in the left field. She's 2 for 2 today.
Just something about that left side. It's been their favorite so far here as another one skips through. Just missing that glove by a matter of inches.
And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner. And Lindsay Revis will come out of the dugout and jog down to first base.
Saucedo narrowly just missing out on that one.
Third inning in a row that Charleston has put their leadoff hitter on base. As Ferris will dig in on the right side. She struck out last time at the plate. Shows bunt, and that hit her, but did she offer at it? And I believe the foul ball was indicated.
Quite the scary spot as that one snuck up towards the face. But like you said, it's important to check if she did offer up at that one.
So the foul ball on the bunt attempt. She'll bunt it again, lays it down on the third base side. The throw to second, and the transfer over in time for the double play.
Bold play to go back and flip that 1-2 second. It looked like it was going to be close on the way out of the hand, but just able to follow it up, and even better for them, working it over to first.
You take a look, and coming in, Gutierrez makes the throw to second. And the throw on the transfer in time for the twin killing. That'll bring up Bianca Palestina as she looks at a strike. 0-1 pitch, grounded foul.
That one had some late action on the way in there. Might have surprised her a bit, decided to swing after it.
No balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Hunt rocks and deals. That one outside, out off of Palestina's leg. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hunt rocks and deals. Swung on. That one lined out in the center field, and making the grab is Morales.
Got a bit lucky there, was in the right spot and able to whip that glove up in time. Almost went over the head.
We head to the top of the 4th here in Trouttville, Virginia. Charleston still leading 1-0 over Davis and Elkins.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
Do you have college credits, but you haven't finished your degree? Frostburg State University's fully online multidisciplinary studies program can help you develop the skills and knowledge base you need to advance toward your degree at a cost you can afford and a schedule that meets the needs of a working adult. With a broad-based curriculum that explores multiple topics in a flexible format, you'll be able to accomplish your goals without disrupting personal, family, and professional commitments. Confidently pursue what's next at Frostburg State University.
Top of the 4th inning, if that rallies them here, as Lily Saucedo will lead off in the first pitch. She pops up over in foul territory, and Lake ranges over and makes the grab.
And we had mentioned this earlier, at least talking during a commercial, in the fact that Davis and Elkins is getting great swings here so far, just can't seem to find a way to place that ball where the fielders aren't.
So with one out, that'll bring up the DP and Ashlyn Zapak. She drew a walk her first time at the plate, but the first pitch swinging, fly ball, straightaway center. And Rubel makes a couple steps in and makes the catch, 2 down.
Classic case of atom ball here so far.
That'll bring up the third baseman and Jules Gutierrez with 2 outs. As McCown sets and delivers, and that one off the plate for ball 1. Gutierrez struck out swinging her first time at the plate today. As McCown rocks and deals, and that one paints the outside of the plate for strike 1. 1-1 to count on Gutierrez.
Maybe just trying to slow the pace here a bit. Got off to a quick start. Trying to settle in here, see a couple more at the dish.
The 1-1 delivery misses down low, 2-1. Paris, California native Jules Gutierrez. The 2-1 pitch and a swing and a miss. Evens up the count at 2-2. McCown looks over to the dugout, gets the signs. Sets and delivers and try to paint the outer part of the plate again and misses outside, full count. Payoff pitch swung on, lined out in the center field. Going back is Rubel off the fence. Gutierrez churning for second base, and she's in there with a 2-out double.
You can tell that one means a lot, just finding a way to break through. Tough placement out there in center field. Might not have expected that one to jump off the bat as much as it did. A lot of zip off there. And lucky that one stayed in.
So Gutierrez with a 2-out double. And that'll bring up to the plate the left fielder and Alyssa Haynes. Haynes grounded out to the first baseman her first time at the plate. As she looks at that pitch in there for a strike from McCown. The 0-1 delivery. Shows bunt, pulls it back. That one high and outside. 1-1 to count. #15th double of the season for Gutierrez. That went out into the gap, and that's going to find the fence. As Haynes and Gutierrez trade position, and we're all tied up at 1 apiece.
Perhaps all it took was just to see one fall down out there in the grass, and now they're starting to string things together.
Back-to-back doubles for the Senators, as evened it up here in the top half of the 4th inning. And all coming with 2 outs, as Allison Cuellar will step in. And that pitch right down the heart of the plate for strike 1.
Keep in mind, only the second run they've scored off Charleston in 6 meetings this year. That one's going to mean something. Might be the spark they're looking for.
The 0-1 pitch from McCown. Just misses. 1-1 to count. Swing and a miss there. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Cuellar. Two outs with Haynes down at second base. McCown delivers. Fly ball, center field. Rubel going back a few steps, makes the grab to end the inning, but the Senators plate one here in the top of the fourth inning. We're all even at one apiece right here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Chevrolet in Hurricane.
Davis and Elkins College will shape your future through personalized curriculum and career-focused internships. D&E is known for the quality of nurses, business leaders, and teachers we prepare for the field. We're leading the way with pre-professional programs developing the next generation of physical therapists, veterinarians, doctors, and lawyers. Our location makes programs.
1-1 your score here in Troutville, Virginia, as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Center fielder for Charleston, Allie Rubel, will lead things off. Vanessa Hunt back out in the circle as she rocks and deals the first pitch. Ground ball right side, sneaks through past Cuellar. And into right field for a leadoff single for Allie Rubel.
Actually surprised to see that one get through there. In the right spot to make the play on that. Just maybe less than half an inch away from the glove going after it.
Again, Charleston gets the first batter aboard. And that'll bring up the catcher and Hannah Meyer. Meyer struck out swinging her first time at the plate as she looks at that one outside and low for ball one. The 1-0 pitch from Hunt. And that one left upstairs 2-0. Pitch. And again, upstairs, 3-0 the count now on Meyer.
Really in no rush here, just trying to turn things around after the strikeout the last time. Bit of an approach change might pay off.
The 3-0 pitch. And that one sneaks into the zone for strike one. We talked about the weather here in Troutville, Virginia here all week has been really nice. Right now, 59 degrees as that one swung on, but lifted foul.
Just lucky enough at this point to keep the major rain away. And that's all we can ask for.
Three balls, two strikes on Hannah Meyer. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth for Charleston. Rubel down at first base. Leadoff single. Payoff pitch. And that one chopped foul.
Now you've gotten yourself to the point where you have to continue to think about swinging through the entirety. A lot of defensive swings coming up here, trying to stick around for another. We said this before, oftentimes it'll pay off.
Ground ball off the glove of Hunt. She cannot do anything with it.
Always have to hit the ground running out of the box regardless when it goes in play. You never know if it's going to work out in your favor. Cruising up the line regardless. Worked out, I'd say.
So now Charleston at the plate today. And lays down a nice bunt down the left side. And another no play. And Charleston has loaded up the bases here in the bottom of the fourth inning and nobody out.
Perfectly placed there like a finesse putt on the green. You can't ask for much more than that. It rolled right in the spot you needed it to. Have another look
back as the pitch right back up the middle from Aug. 1 run scores. Here comes the throw. 2 run scores. The relay down to third base. is safe. She dropped the ball.
Got very lucky over there at third. Could have been considered kind of greedy going after that one off the throw, but like you said, the drop pays off on the gamble. Shot right back up the middle. Just split the wickets there, right above second.
And now timeout is called as the Senators, the infield comes in to meet at the circle. Top of the order coming up for Charleston now. And Hannah Rose.
You want to talk about a spot for success here, having your leadoff coming up with two waiting in scoring position? Looks like we might see a change coming up here in some capacity.
Yep. You see Morales jog over to the foul line, and I'm not sure what's going on in the outfield right now, but
that's right out by the foul pole, way out back.
So I believe we'll have a pitching change. We'll take a break. We'll come back and tell you who it is. Charleston leading Davis and Elkins 3-1.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
New pitcher for the Senators, and freshman Sammy Jarvis will replace the starter in Vanessa Hunt. Jarvis, a freshman out of Sun City, Arizona. All-MEC first-team selection. As we take a look at the numbers on her, a 2.85 ERA, 18-5 record in 30 appearances at 152 and a third innings pitched. And she'll come in with nobody out. And runners at second and third, and Hannah Rose at the plate.
And she was really brilliant yesterday against Notre Dame College in that extra innings victory over the Falcons. 115 pitches thrown in that one, going plenty of time out there, and saw a lot of runners that had to work around, but to that point in time, did walk 3 as well, but the strikeout number sitting with 4. Can't ask for much more than that, keeping those runners at bay.
2-0 the count on Rose. As that one misses upstairs, 3-0. The 3-0 pitch swung on and popped up on the infield. Cuellar over on the right side makes the grab, 1 out.
Quite lucky that that one stayed in the infield. If that kept drifting out towards center field, it wouldn't have surprised me to see a tag over at third.
So with 1 down now for Charleston, that'll bring up the DP and Bella Andahar. Jarvis rocks and deals, and that one misses outside for ball 1.
You want to talk about a tough spot to come into regardless, and being the fact that you're a freshman as well that this team has been counting on throughout the entirety of the season. A lot to have on your plate coming in.
The 1-0 pitch, and that one works in there for a strike. 1-1 to count on Andahar with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Charleston's already plated 2 runs here in this inning. Looking to do more damage here. with runners at second and third, and that pitch paints the outer part of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jarvis sets and delivers. Swung on and lifted high and out of play over the first base dugout. Of course, Jarvis has to be careful with his dangerous hitting. Andahar, 16 home runs, 54 runs batted in on the season. The 1-2 delivery, and she stays outside again. That went off the plate, 2-2 the count.
Almost as if we're finding ourselves at a tipping point here, perhaps, if one or more of those runs out there waiting finds their way home. The count not easy to get a lot of runs off of in bunches.
2-2 pitch. And now full count on Andahar. You really can't pitch around her because you've got Alyssa Lake in the on-deck circle. As the payoff pitch swung on and fouled back into the screen.
It's a lineup top to bottom that can really make you pay 1 through 9. Have to really pick your attacks wisely, if that's even possible.
The 3-2 delivery swung on, and that one wasted back. And we'll do it again. Wind blowing in towards the batter and the backstop from center field. As again, the 3-2 pitch, and that went off the plate for ball 4. So now the base is loaded with 1 out, and that'll bring up Alyssa Lake. And we've seen what kind of power she has on the season with 14 home runs. They'll get a pinch runner in for Andahar. That'll be Kaylee Sarah. So West down at third, all get second base, and Sarah now at first base for the Golden Eagles with 1 out. And Alyssa Lake, 2 for 2 today. 2 singles to left field. Infield playing in for the Senators. As Jarvis sets and delivers. Fly ball, shallow right field coming in as Cosette makes the grab and nobody tags up.
And I was paying attention over here at third. They might have thought about it, but there was a bit of a stumble out of the gates.
So big out there for Jarvis.
Might be able to see West over here at third. You can see she trots back. Right there underneath the frame, kind of a stumble, dropped a bit too low to take off in a sprint.
Lindsey Ferris loops one out in the left field. That'll score 1 run. Here comes Ogg. The throw into home plate. It's cut off. It's transferred back to second base, and they'll get Sarah out at second base. But Charleston plates 2 more runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. They'll now lead 5-1 here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
What are you working for? Do you want to pursue your athletic potential while earning a degree that will benefit you for a lifetime? Do you want to play at the highest level in your sport? Do you want to be a champion? That's what the proud members of the Mountain East Conference are advancing toward every day. Providing opportunities and pursuing excellence. The Mountain East Conference.
At Glenville State University, you can discover friends to last a lifetime, professors who broaden your perspective, and the skills and education for future success in a small town environment. At Glenville State University, you can become a pioneer.
Welcome back inside the Botetourt Sports Complex as we head to the top of the fifth. Davis and Elkins, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. Charleston now Wesley. McCown rocks back and delivers, and that pitch in there for a strike.
The Senators should really consider themselves lucky after that last half, getting one of those outs on the base path to close things up, because if that continued and a couple more of those came across, might be able to start feeling that slip away a bit.
1-1 account on Wesley. Flew out to right field, her first time at the plate today. Swung on and popped up, but it'll reach the dugout.
Heads up over there.
Yeah, cameraman in a bit of danger. You take a look at that last replay. Well, we're not get the cameraman in that action, though. 1-1 the pitch. As that one misses outside, 2-1 now the count on Wesley. Wind blowing from right field to left field now. As a swing and a miss. Third strikeout of the ball game for McCown. And with 1 out, brings up the right fielder in Trinity Cosette. And the first pitch swinging is fouled back. Cosette popped up over on the left side, her first time at the plate today.
It's going to be interesting to see the way they choose to attack here throughout the remainder of this one. Maybe trying to opt back and lean into some and get ahead in the count, or if they'll keep swinging away and look to be aggressive.
The 0-1 pitch misses upstairs, 1-1 to count. McCown selected the Mountain East Conference Pitcher of the Year. Trying to lead her team to another conference tournament championship. As that one misses upstairs, 2-1. Swung on, popped up over on the left side again, and Rose gathers it up, 2 down.
Pretty routine, just had to shade over a couple of steps to follow that one.
Top of the order back up for the Senators, and center fielder is Sharon Morales. Fly out to right field and struck out swinging her last time at the plate as she looks at that one in there on the outer part of the plate for strike 1.
They have done a great job keeping her in check so far. And part of that reason, I think, is why you're seeing this offensive output drop off a bit.
The 0-1 delivery. And that works into the zone for strike number 2.
Because if you really think about it, once you get a runner like that out there just hanging around, doesn't matter where she's at, that takes a lot of pressure and puts it on your fielders. You have to pay attention to where, perhaps, if any, she's going to run onto the outside. Perhaps maybe it's in the back of the mind of McCown, too, if that happens.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Morales with 2 down here. Senators played at a run in the top half of the 4th inning with 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch is swung on, and that one shot foul down the right field line. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on Morales. Again, the senior first-team All-MEC selection. Hails from Virginia Beach, Virginia. The 1-2 pitch. Misses outside, 2-2. McCown rocks and deals. Swung on, and that one shot out into right field. As that'll be a 2-out single for Morales. And that'll bring up to the plate the first baseman in Lindsey Allard. You take a look at that last play.
Just able to follow that one through towards the top half of the zone and extend nicely on it to lift that out to right.
Couple flyouts for Allard today. As she swings at that one and lifts it foul over the first base dugout. Allard came into today leading the Senators with a .360 batting average. So McCown rocks and deals the 0-1, and that one a fly ball going back to the fence and making the grab. Just ahead of the fence was Allie Rubel.
The way she read that one off the bat, not sure if it hung up in the wind a bit because that's still been playing out there. You can see the flags out in center field moving and flapping around, but a couple of gather steps to get after this one. Had to cut in a bit towards right.
She hauls that one in. And just ahead of the fencing out there in right center field. 5-1, Charleston leading Davis and Elkins here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Welcome back inside the Botetourt Sports Complex as we are in the bottom.
Narrowly had a chance to cut back a bit there, did the Senators, but another defensive play for Charleston. We've seen a few of those so far this afternoon.
From both teams. As that one's fouled back into the screen. Take a look at this Charleston team coming into the week. In the Atlantic Regional rankings, setting at that number 2 spot. Of course, after they won the Mountain East Conference tournament last year, they hosted the regional in Charleston, as that one misses outside. 2-2 the count on Palestina. Of course, won the regional and played East Stroudsburg in the Super Regional, as that one misses low and inside that time, full count. Won the first game up there, then East Stroudsburg came back and won the next 2.
You have to wonder how some teams like Fairmont State as well as Glenville State, who've made appearances in there, are perhaps sitting around watching this to see how that'll impact their fate coming up later.
Full count on for ball 4. And for my count, that is Charleston's 5th time here today, getting the leadoff hitter on board.
It's flat out just a recipe for success. You start off a half like that.
That'll bring up the center fielder and Allie Rubel. As she lays down a bunt, back to the pitcher, Jarvis. Only option there was to go over to first base and get the out.
They're taking chances like that and being team-friendly with it, just like that. It's something you don't really see a whole lot. Perhaps people will want to get in there and swing away and look to be the big hero. They're all coming together here.
So that moves Palestina over to second base, and Hannah Meyer will step in. She looks at a strike on the inside. Meyer 1 for 2 today. The 0-1 delivery, and that one popped up into the backstop. No balls and 2 strikes now on the catcher for Charleston. Ocala, Florida native. Swings at that one and rifles it into the facing of the Davis and Elkins dugout.
Like he'd have some fencing in front there. Almost had to duck a bit.
Count remains 0-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Charleston leading by 4. They've got a runner in Palestina out in scoring position at second base, as that one misses well outside for ball 1. The 1-2 delivery coming up, and misses inside and high with that one. 2-2. You and I talked about the wonderful weather we've had here all week. Temperatures up in the low 80s. Some may say this is the perfect weather.
Definitely feels like early season weather here at this point in time. Feeling like we're kicking off around the beginning of March, perhaps. That mist has found a way to disappear here.
Folks are still bundled up around the park, though. The hoodie's on. I see some blankets.
I saw a big blanket behind home plate.
The 2-2 pitch coming from Jarvis. Sets and delivers, swung on, and popped up on the infield into the backstop. And that is a hard one to catch for a catcher, and Wesley
that's directly
unable to come up with that
just
one.
Right up the chute, having to really turn your head back far to track that one. Plus not getting a chance to take the helmet off to have a better look at it.
That ball with a backspin coming back at you, and it's a tough one. So the foul ball, still 2-2 on Meyer. And that one looping out in the right field finds its way into the grass.
Almost there was a bit of an excuse me swing, but found a way to drop in there and right. Not sure if she was just trying to take something off the swing or got caught guessing, and it worked out on the gamble.
10th hit of the ball game for Charleston now. And now, with 1 out, they've got runners at the corners. And left fielder Reagan West, who is 2 for 2 today, will step to the plate. Joe Spont pulls back, runner goes, and Meyer, no throw, down to second. Over off the glove of Morales. 2 runs will score. West turning for second, and she's there safely.
Morales made a couple of diving grabs yesterday against Notre Dame College. Just couldn't quite come up on the gamble this time around, laying out. Right glove placement and everything. Just could not squeeze it. It's a tough play to make on the run like that.
So the double for Reagan West scores 2 more runs for Charleston. They lead 7-1. And she barreled that one up and drove it out into the gap. And like you said, Morales almost coming up with a great play again. We've seen several great defensive plays so far today. And third baseman Brittany Ogg will step in now. Ogg, 1 for 1, couple RBIs. First pitch shot over on the right side, fielded by Cuellar and delivered over to Allard for out number 2.
Had a couple of gather steps getting a hold of that one. Thought you might see it pop out of the hand before the transfer to first. Would have been disastrous if so, but able to stick with it.
Turns the lineup over. Top of the order in Hannah Rose. Rose 0 for 2 today. Drew a walk her first time at the plate. Scored a run as she swings at the first one. Fouls that one away. Reminder here for the championship games, there is no run rule in effect.
Really gives you a spot for a fighting chance here. Would be an inspiring run if so.
The bunt attempt from Rose is fouled back into the backstop. No balls and 2 strikes now. Two outs, runner in West down at third base as that pitch outside for ball 1. The 1-2 pitch popped up high down the right field line. He's coming over as Cosette, and she cannot come up with it. A foul ball, and the count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Looks like that one rolled right down the palm of the glove there going after it.
Because you're running full speed at the
Plus
fence
that fence there, yeah.
Again, the 1-2. Swung on, and that one shot out in the right field. Coming on, though, is Cosette, and she'll make the grab. But Charleston will plate 2 more runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They lead Davis and Elkins 7-1 here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
Top of the 6th inning, 7-1 Charleston leading Davis and Elkins in this Mountain East Conference softball championship game here on a Saturday afternoon in Troutville, Virginia. Jack Withler alongside Colin Kirkwood. Our video productions crew here today along with the Mountain East Conference crew as McCown back out in the circle, and she delivers in there a ball to Lily Saucedo, the shortstop. 1 for 2 on the day. The 1-0 pitch swung on, and that one grounded foul down the third baseline.
Pretty high chop off the ground there. Got a power swing on that one. Just trying to blast that down the line. Might be a bit of frustration in that swing.
Saucedo, senior out of Chandler, Arizona. Selected to the All-MEC second team. Digs back in over on the right side, and that ground ball, Ogg fields and fires a strike across the diamond for out number 1.
Shaded perfectly defensively there, watching the bag over at third just on the line. Didn't really have to work a whole lot to get a hold of this one.
So with 1 out, the DP and Ashlyn Zapak will step in. He looks at that one upstairs for ball 1. 2 times at the plate today for Zapak. She walked the first time and then flew out to center field. The 1-0 delivery outside, 2-0.
Don't forget more Mountain East Conference Championship action coming up here on Video Productions tomorrow, as that busy spring season continues to roll along. You'll get set for baseball.
Yep. 2-0 pitch, and that one right back up the box for a single for Zapak. And that'll bring up Jules Gutierrez. Are we going to have a pinch runner down at first base?
Do believe that's what we're trending for here. Might be
and we will, yep.
Yep.
So a pinch runner for Zapak. Mia Eli. As that one, a pitch into Gutierrez, paints the outer part of the plate for strike one.
Might be looking to attack low here, trying to turn two. Saw them working that outer bottom corner.
One pitch, misses high and inside. 1-1 to count on Gutierrez.
Good old-fashioned change of the eye level there on that.
Of course, Gutierrez doubled to center field. And then scored on a double from Haynes. And now that one shot into left field. Back-to-back hits for the Senators.
Hot corner's been pretty popular for both sides so far here in this one as that just sneaks through. Couple of hops off the dirt, diving effort, just can't get close enough to it. Out into left.
Now the left fielder and Alyssa Haynes steps in. Doubled an RBI for her today. As she looks at the first pitch from McCown upstairs for ball one. The 1-0 pitch. High and outside, 2-0 now the count on Haynes. And that one misses inside, 3-0 the count.
Striding into play here about 239 average-wise to this point in time, but quite the better hitter with runners out there on base, as you'll see the average take a couple of ticks up to 244. Stepping up in big moments here.
As the catcher for Charleston and Meyer goes out to talk to her pitcher. Again, like you said, the Mountain East Conference Women's Lacrosse Championship tomorrow. The crew will head up to Frostburg, Maryland.
Charleston and Frostburg.
3-0 delivery, and that one right down the middle of the plate for strike one. I believe that starts at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon right here on the Mountain East Digital Network, if I'm not mistaken. On Haynes. Payoff pitch coming up from McCown. Sets and delivers and fouled back. Wind blowing directly in from center field. Haven't seen a whole lot of home runs here this week, as that one just misses off the plate for ball four, and the base is loaded now for the Senators with one out. And the second baseman, Allison Cuellar, will dig in. She's 0 for 2 today. A ground out and a fly out to center field. As the infield moves in for Charleston, that pitch misses off the plate.
Big spot here for the second baseman for the Senators, trying to talk a bit louder than that average indicates. Especially with 3 runners out there and a chance to chip back into this one.
The 1-0 pitch, and that one shot into center field. One run will score, and Eli, and that will be it as the throw quickly comes into the infield.
I'd say mission accomplished there.
So Cuellar with an RBI single. And now the head coach and Michelle Frew comes out of the dugout as you take a look at that last play. And Frew out talking to her starting pitcher in Bree McCown.
Oh, yeah, looks like we might be getting a change here out in the box for the Senators. I believe that's going to be Maddie Lavelle getting warmed up to take a couple of swings.
So it will be Maddie Lavelle will come in and hit in that 8th spot for Wesleyan.
Quite the call on here for the 5th year out of Bethel Park.
McCown sets and deals, and that went outside for ball 1 to Lavelle. A 121 hitter on the season. Bases loaded, 1 out. Swung on, and that one lifted foul. Evens up the count at 1-1. Your score. Charleston leading Davis and Elkins here in the top of the 6th of this championship contest.
Big gap out there in right center if you can find a way to place that ball that way.
Change up there gets Lavelle swinging. She was way ahead of that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Gutierrez down at third, Haynes at second, Cuellar at first base. Swung on and fouled back. Again, the 1-2 delivery. Swung on, and the same result, fouled directly back into the screen.
Swinging with some pace there you could see on that replay.
McCown looks over, gets the signs, checks her wrist, and now deals to the plate, and once again fouled back into the screen.
She checks into play sitting around 129 average-wise. Only 5 RBIs on the ledger.
And pulled the string on her. Swing and a miss, 2 down.
Would have been a big spot to pick up a couple more, but still another chance coming. Not fully out of it yet.
The first pitch in there for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Misses high and outside. 1-1 to count on Cosette.
Cosette, a pretty good pitcher, or hitter, I should say, with the bases loaded. 250 checking in average-wise. That's well above the normal average, 213.
Pop up, and that'll get out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Cosette. 2 down with the bases loaded here for the Senators. She has popped up twice, both times over on the left side of the infield. The 1-2 pitch from McCown. And that one misses high and outside, 2-2. Swung on and lifted out in the left field, but Rose will go back. And a couple steps into the grass makes the catch. One run across for Davis and Elkins. They still trail Charleston 7-2 here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
I got involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
A builder.
I coach,
Culinary arts.
auditor,
A firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official, just go for it.
Take the plunge. Open the door.
Say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyes2officiating.com.
It's about unlocking your potential and discovering your purpose.
It's about community and how we can better serve others.
It's about learning and doing.
It's about the journey and the road getting there.
It's about opportunities and the endless possibilities.
It's about finding where you belong, and it is here at Concord University.
It's about you, and it starts with you.
Welcome back inside the Bonitot Sports Complex here in Troutville, Virginia. 7-2 your score. Charleston leading Davis and Elkins. Sammy Jarvis inside the circle for the Senators, and leading off will be Bella Andahar. As Andahar looks at that one in there for a strike. Jarvis taking over inside the circle for the starting pitcher today was Vanessa Hunt for Davis and Elkins, as that one misses down and away for ball one.
Hunt was very solid earlier in the tournament for Davis and Elkins. Got off to a bit of a rocky start.
The 1-1 pitch. And that one in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Andahar. One for 2 today. And that one misses. Evens up the count at 2-2.
I'm sure they would not be opposed to an insurance run or two, perhaps.
Swung on, ground ball, fielded by Salcedo and delivered across the diamond for out number 1.
About as routine as it gets there, taking a couple of steps to her left. Popping straight up and a good throw. Textbook, if you will.
That'll bring up the first baseman and Alyssa Lake. Lake 2 for 3 today. Drove in a run. As Jarvis sets and deals, and that went in there for a strike. Sammy Jarvis, a freshman out of Sun City, Arizona, has had a terrific year this season, and that one right back up the middle, and Lake will collect her 3rd hit of the day. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter for Charleston and second baseman Lindsey Ferris. Ferris 1 for 3 on the day with 2 RBIs. And she rips that one foul down the third baseline.
Just a bit above that one. Would have been a solid liner.
Talk about the Women's Lacrosse Championships will be tomorrow here on the Mountain East Digital Network. The Mountain East Conference Baseball Tournament will get underway here this coming week.
Lots of exciting stuff going on.
Down in Charleston, West Virginia.
Go Mart Ballpark.
A 1 pitch lifted out in the center field as Morales tracks it and makes the grab 2 down.
Didn't look like it was going to hang up off the bat. Took a big swing at that one and cruising out to center field. Just hung up a bit too much. That wind might have helped out a bit, but it seemed to have died down slightly.
So with 2 outs now, brings up right fielder Bianca Palestina. She looks at that one outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And there for a strike. Jarvis sets, deals, swung on and fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Palestina. 2 down here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Lake over at first base for the Golden Eagles. And that one popped up over on the right side. Shallow right field. Coming in is Gossett. She'll gather it up for the final out, and we head to the top of the 7th as Davis and Elkins down to their last 3 outs. When we come back, it'll be Morales, Allard, and Saucedo up for the Senators here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
What are you working for? Do you want to pursue your athletic potential while earning a degree that will benefit you for a lifetime? Do you want to play at the highest level in your sport? Do you want to be a champion? That's what the proud members of the Mountain East Conference are advancing toward every day. Providing opportunities and pursuing excellence. The Mountain East Conference.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Charleston's Bree McCown back out in the circle trying to close it out and give Charleston their second Mountain East Conference Softball Championship as Sharon Morales will lead off. And the first pitch is fouled back into the screen.
Another high-volume afternoon here for McCown. Well over 100 a few innings ago pitch-wise. But she is not shy when it comes to putting in long afternoons like that.
The 0-1 pitch and changeup. No balls and 2 strikes now on Morales. Line, but it'll go foul.
A lot of range on some of these foul balls here. Just need to find a way to get the timing right.
And the 0-2 pitch from McCown. Swung on, ground ball left side, and that'll go foul. Just past the diving third baseman of Brittany Ogg. So the count will remain no balls and 2 strikes on Morales. That one misses upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That right there, her 436th pitch of the weekend. So putting in a lot of work trying to get this championship trophy back to UC.
The 1-2. And that one misses. 2-2 the count now on Morales. Davis and Elkins down 5 runs, 7-2. Charleston took an early lead in the first inning. Played it a run, and then Davis and Elkins tied it up with back-to-back doubles in the top of the 4th, but Charleston answered with 4 runs of their own in that frame to take the 5-1 lead. Charleston added to his foul away. So the count remains 3-2 on Morales. Davis and Elkins have left 7 runners aboard here this afternoon. As again, the battle continues as it's fouled back into the screen.
If you're going to see a rally. This is going to be a player that's going to spark it.
The 11th pitch coming up of the bat. And now that one fouled back. The battle continues.
Doing anything they really can just to stick around. We've seen a lot of long quality at-bats from this side throughout the entirety. Another one to the list here.
Fly ball, shallow right field. Palestina coming in and makes the grab, 1 out. So with 1 out, brings up first baseman Lindsey Allard. Allard 0 for 3 on the day, flying out all 3 times. As McCown rocks and deals and misses upstairs for ball 1.
Just not something you can have out of one of your most productive hitters in the spot like this.
Came into today second on the team in the number of hits. As she looks at that one, 2-0 the count now on Allard. That one worked in there for a strike. 2-1 to count with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. The Senators looking for late inning magic here in the championship game as that one's fouled back.
They're going to need a lot of that late inning magic here. Sitting down 5. Not unobtainable by any means. Got to go 1 at bat at a time.
2-2 the count on Allard. Swung on, and that one shot out in the right field. But coming on and making the grab is Palestina. And another beautiful defensive play here this afternoon.
This one rather fearless. Have another look at it, charging right towards the line. Just laying it all out. Knowing you're going to take a tumble going after it, but wanting to make that play.
So now Charleston 1 out away from claiming another Mountain East Conference Tournament championship. Lily Saucedo at the plate as she looks at that one outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, swung on, ground ball right side. Ferris covers it up, flips it over, but not in time as she throws that one over the top of the head of Lake. So that's an error on the second baseman, and still some life left here for the Senators.
Surprised to see the underhand transfer there. Thought she might try to sidearm that over to get it quicker to first.
Salcedo, though, coming up a bit with a limp down at first base. Maybe a right knee or something. Yeah, she gives the thumbs up, yeah.
Might have got stepped on there, maybe heading towards first, trying to make that play.
So she'll stay in the game. The 1-0 pitch, ground ball, right side goes foul.
Yeah, not the way you want to come up there.
Into that play there for Saucedo.
Might have felt that ball coming a bit high and tried to duck out of the way.
The 1-1 pitch and a slow grounder. Rose, Fields, fires, and Charleston claims back-to-back Mountain East Conference softball championship as they defeat Davis and Elkins by a final score of 7-2.
And a lot of hard work for that side here. This is just the beginning for them as they have a lot else on their minds here. Still taking some time to enjoy it, though.
So we'll take a quick break. We'll come back and recap it from here in Trouttville, Virginia. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2024 Mountain East Conference Softball Tournament here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to only $2 down.
Welcome back inside the Botetourt Sports Complex here in Trouttville, Virginia, as Charleston claims the 2024 Mountain East Conference Softball Championship with a final score of 7-2 over Davis and Elkins. And you talked about it during the ball game here, Colin. The workhorse this week for Charleston was their ace pitcher in Bree McCown, as she goes another complete game here today and gets the victory as Charleston back-to-back Mountain East Conference softball championships.
That's over 430 pitches thrown for McCown throughout this entire weekend. And, of course, 7 strong here, 7 hits, but limiting that just to 2 runs. Only a pair of walks as well, struck out 4. You can't ask for much more than that in a championship outing.
No, you cannot, as, again, Bree McCown has been excellent through her career here at Charleston. As we take a look at the losing pitcher, we'll go to the starting pitcher, Vanessa Hunt today. 3 innings pitched, gave up 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 of those earned runs, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. Sammy Jarvis, the freshman for Davis and Elkins, the first-team All-MEC, had a terrific season, came in. She threw 3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, and 2 walks for Sammy Jarvis. But Charleston collecting 12 hits this afternoon, and they were led by Alyssa Lake. Lake 3 for 4 on the afternoon. An RBI. Lindsey Ferris came up with a hit and 2 RBIs. And Reagan West, 3 for 3, 2 RBIs, as well as Brittany Ogg picking up a couple RBIs. Again, Charleston getting the victory 7-2, as they'll go to 45-4 overall on the season. Davis and Elkins will drop to 31-26 on the season, as they're down there presenting the Mountain East Conference Tournament Championship to the Golden Eagles. And what a great week we had here in Trouttville, Virginia.
Yeah, really wanted to point out the bottom half of the lineup for Charleston. Oftentimes you'll see some top-heavy lineups in charge of doing the scoring here. But like you said, Reagan West and Brittany Ogg, 4 RBIs down there at the bottom. Talk about showing up at the right time and really bringing the clutch at-bats, if you will, from the bottom half.
Yep. Charleston got on the board first in the bottom of the first inning, as Davis and Elkins answered with one of their own in the top of the 4th, but then Charleston right back with 4 in that bottom of the same frame. Added 2 in the bottom of the 5th. Davis and Elkins got 1 in the top of the 6th, and that gives us our final score. Davis and Elkins, 2 runs on 7 hits, no errors. Charleston, 7 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. So that's going to do it from here in Trouttville, Virginia. We want to thank everybody for tuning in all week long. Again, thanks for the video productions crew here. Do a wonderful job all week long. Our producer today and Brian Shepard, of course, the Mountain East Conference. Allie DeWitt, the tournament director. Chris Thomas helping out with stats as well as everything else here. It takes an army to put on a tournament like this, but thanks to everybody involved all week long, and again to everybody watching on the Mountain East Digital Network. So that'll do it from here in Trouttville, Virginia. For my partner in Colin Kirkwood, I'm Jack Witho saying so long as Charleston claims the 2024 Mountain East Conference Softball Championship with a 7-2 victory over Davis and Elkins. You've been watching live streaming coverage of the 2024 Mountain East Conference Softball Tournament right here on the Mountain East Digital Network.